Good morning, OMies. I'm Ewashkiw from Adventure Yoga, and in this class, I'm bringing you about a 20-minute morning flow practice. You don't need any props for this. Just unroll your mat, get ready to wake up. Please come into child's pose, Balasana. Take your knees wide, place your feet flat on the ground, and have your big toes touch each other. Sit back on your heels, stretch your arms forward, and fold forward. Balasana, child's pose. Stretch your arms forward to help us just stretch our spine, stretch through our shoulder joint, and wake up. Push down through your feet, and just a little, squeeze your inner thighs towards each other, just to wake them up a little as well. Start to notice your breath, and bring a little focus to your breath. It'll just help feed the oxygen through your body, help you move in so that you can move out, so that you can wake up. Come up onto your hands and knees, Barmanasana, or all fours. Shoulders over your wrists, knees roughly under your hips. Let's do a few rounds of cat and cow. Continue that waking up. Round your back like a cat, stretching. Hold it for a moment, enjoy the stretch. And then move into the opposite, cow pose. Shift your chest forward and up. Stretch across the front of your body. Back to cat. And back to cow. Come to neutral. Stretch your right arm forward and stretch your left leg back. Yeah, gotta wake up, gotta find our balance here. Setting up for Vyagrasana. Bring your elbow and knee to touch. So underneath you, bring your elbow and knee in, round your back. Inhale, exhale, stretch it out. Inhale here. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, stretch it out. And Barmanasana, hand down, knee down. Other side, stretch your left arm out and right leg back. Pause, find your stability here. Even hug your thighs in a little bit to create that stability. And then we're gonna do the same thing, other side. Elbow and knee to touch. Draw them in, round your back. Inhale here. Exhale, stretch it out. Stay here, inhale. And exhale, draw it in to touch. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, stretch it out. And hand and knee down. Make your way into downward facing dog. See how your legs feel. See how your spine feels. You can walk the dog a little here. That means straighten one leg, bend the other, and change that up. Gives a nice little wake up call to your calf muscles. Feels good. And then when you're ready, settle that and come to a stationary downward facing dog with knees bent or knees straight as your body would like right now. Be aware it's waking up and just really finding out what it's going to do today. And it's like, oh, we're going to do this? Okay. A little bit, squeeze your thighs towards each other and lift your hips a little higher. Walk your hands back to your feet for Uttanasana at the back of your mat. Forward fold, touch the ground, stretch long through your spine. I've got my knees bent here because I am still waking up. If your hamstrings are ready for straight legs though, you may do straight legs here, no problem. And then let's take this to the top of our mat. Walk your hands forward, pause in downward facing dog, and then walk forward for Uttanasana at the top of your mat. Come up on your fingertips and lift your chest, straighten your spine. Ardha Uttanasana. And fold forward, Uttanasana. Lift your chest, straighten your spine. To help straighten your spine, push through your feet, squeeze your legs in a little, and then like you're squeezing a tube of toothpaste, stretch it out through the top of your body. Like the toothpaste has now gone all up in your upper body, stretch it out. I don't know, it's a fun metaphor to me. Place one hand on one hip, and then get ready, hug your thighs in, place the other hand on your hip, and stand up. Stretch your arms out to your sides. Tadasana. Stretch your arms up overhead. And now go into Urdhva Uttanasana, standing back bend. Look up, push your hips forward, but squeeze your thighs in as you stretch up and curl back. And then fold forward, Uttanasana. Touch the ground. Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Make your way back and lower. Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Up dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Step your left leg forward for a lunge. Banarasana. Come up on your fingertips. Look forward and smile. Stretch your left knee forward over your ankle. Push down through your right toes. And a little bit. Hug your thighs in here. That's going to help you get a little more stable and just draw into yourself. Now we're going to go to something called Hasta Padasana. I had to think about that for a second. Hasta Padasana, hand to foot pose. We sometimes call it shoot the duck. So you're going to pull your right leg forward, stretch your right leg out in front of you, and come into a little squat with your butt off the ground. What's that, Stephen? It's like this. Pull your right knee forward, then stretch your right leg out in front of you. So slide it in. You might need to lift your left heel to get your right foot through. Stretch your right leg out in front of you. It's hand to foot pose, Hasta Padasana. So you gotta take your left hand, hold your right foot. Squeeze your right leg and your left leg into each other. And then see if you can hold your right foot with your right hand as well. So both hands holding your foot. You gotta push away with your foot, pull with your foot, squeeze your legs in towards each other. Hasta Padasana, hand to foot pose. You can probably see some pine tar on the bottom of my foot. That's called living barefoot in nature. And then sit down. What? Yeah, sit down. Bring your right leg down to the ground. Take your right hand back behind you. Marichiyasana. Stretch your left arm up and twist to the right. Touch your left arm inside your left leg and twist. Marichiyasana. Lift through your spine. Smile. Hug your left leg into your right. Hug your right leg in towards your left. And come back to center. Stretch your left leg out. Dandasana. I'm just going to slide back on my mat a little. You don't have to. I'm going to, just for a camera angle. Push down through your hands. Stretch up through your spine. Dandasana. Bend your feet. Bend your feet. Bend your knees. Place your feet on the ground. Shift your hips forward a little. Walk your hands back. Reverse table. Lift your hips. Lift your chest and look up. Push your feet down. Push your hands down. Lift through your chest. And then we're going into Chaturanga Dandasana from here. So, lower your hips. Move your hips back. Walk your hands forward. And pick your butt up again. Cross your ankles. And see if you can get your legs back. Maybe you want to crawl forward to stay on your mat. Chaturanga Dandasana. Yeah, it's a fun transition. We'll play with that. We'll make it a little more smooth. Go up through your chest. Tuck your toes. Push up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale here. Bend your knees. Look forward and walk or float to the top of your mat. Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. Uttanasana. Exhale. Urdhva Uttanasana. Inhale, stand up and back bend. And Tadasana. Urdhva Uttanasana, standing back bend. Inhale. Second side. Exhale. Fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Chaturanga Dandasana. Make your way back. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Step your right leg forward for Padangusthasana, lunge. Inhale, look forward. Squeeze your thighs in and exhale. Now we're gonna go to shoot the duck again, or Hasta Padasana. So pull your left leg forward. Stretch it forward out in front of you. Come down into a squat, but keep your butt off the ground. And hold your left foot with your right hand. Stretch out for your left leg. Hug your left leg in. Hug your right leg into your left leg. And with your left hand, hold your left foot, if possible. If possible. Balance can be hard here. Hasta Padasana. Oh, balance is hard this morning. And then sit down. Oh yeah, that's not so bad. Sit down. Take your left hand back behind you, stretch your right arm up, inhale, and twist. Marichyasana. Touch your right arm inside your left leg, inside your right leg, push your right leg, right arm into each other, hug your left leg in a little, and twist. Got some waves coming in, a boat went by. Come back to center, and stretch your right leg out in front of you, Dandasana. Again, you might want to slide back on your mat a little here. Sit up tall. Bend your knees for reverse table. Place your feet on the ground. Walk your hands back a little. Lift your hips up. Enjoy the sound of the waves. And come down. And we're going to go back to Chaturanga Dandasana. So slide your hands forward. Lift your butt and jump back. Or crawl back. Find your way into Chaturanga Dandasana. Squeeze your thighs in, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, and Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Bend your knees, look forward, and make your way forward. Ardha Uttanasana with your inhale, and fold forward, exhale, Uttanasana. Standing back bend, Hasta Uttanasana, inhale, and Tadasana. Urdhva Uttanasana? I don't know. Just pretend I know what the poses are called. We're all human, right? Inhale, stretch your arms out, standing back bend. And exhale, fold forward Uttanasana. First side again. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale. Hug your thighs in, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left leg forward for lunge. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, shoot the duck. Inhale, hold your right foot. And exhale, sit down. Take your right hand back behind you, stretch your left arm up. Inhale, and exhale, twist. Touch inside your left leg with your left arm, Marichyasana. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, Dandasana. Inhale here. Slide your hands back a little, lift your hips up. Parvottanasana. You can bring your toes to the ground, do. Inhale. And then we're going back to Chaturanga Dandasana. So bring your hips down, slide your hands forward, and lift your hips, cross your legs, and swing it back as best as you can. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here, just one breath. And exhale, bend your knees, look forward, make your way forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Urdhva Uttanasana. Inhale, stretch your arms up, standing back bend. And exhale, Tadasana. Last time through. Inhale, standing back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale. Hug your thighs in to curl it up dog, and down dog. Inhale, step your right leg forward, look forward, and exhale. Get ready, and Hasta Padasana. Inhale, step your left leg forward, and exhale, hold it with your hand. Inhale, sit down, take your left hand back, stretch your right arm up. Exhale. Inhale, reach up and twist, and exhale, touch your right arm inside your right leg, Marichyasana. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale, Dandasana. Inhale here, slide your hands back, and exhale. Get ready, push down through your hands and your heels, lift your butt up. Inhale, Parvottanasana, and exhale, lift your hips higher. Inhale, come down, slide your hands forward, And exhale, graceful Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale here. Bend your knees, look forward, make your way forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Squeeze your thighs in, stand up, and standing back bend, and exhale, Tadasana. Urdhva Hastasana. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Come down into Malasana. Turn your feet out a little, come into the squat, bring your arms in front of your legs and push into the inside of your legs. Bring your hands to your heart. Malasana. Steady your breath here a little. Squeeze your legs in. Really, we've been focusing on that little action today as we get through this morning practice of hugging your thighs in rather than letting them roll out. Part of that's about just helping us be connected to ourselves. Sit down. But that work is done now. So bring the soles of your feet together and we can get a nice stretch here. Push through your feet. Stretch out through your inner thighs. Hold your toes and sit up tall. Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose. Push your feet together. And now stretch out through your inner thighs. So we've worked on hugging them in today, but let's get them open up as well. Open them up, just that little bit of extra balance for the work we did today. And get us ready for the end of the day. End of our practice. Not the end of the day, end of our practice. Take your hands on your inner thighs and touch down. Lift your knees up. Give yourself a little hug. And then come onto your back. And lie down. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. Hold your right knee with your left hand and twist it over your body to the left. Look to the right. And take a few deeper breaths here. Come back to center. Bring your left knee into your chest, hold it with your right hand, and roll to the right. Look to the left. Come back to center. Stretch both legs out straight. Bring your arms down at your sides. So like Tadasana, but on your back. Supta Tadasana. Just straighten your body here, make it nice and balanced before one more pose. The pose of repose. Shavasana. Separate your feet. Turn your palms up at your sides. Close your eyes. And turn in. We'll just be here for a short time because this is a short class. If you'd like longer in Shavasana, you can hit pause in the video now. Relax. Take this moment to transition between your practice and your day. Start to deepen your breath and move your fingers, your toes, stretch a little, move a little. When you're ready, you can bend your knees, turn onto your side and make your way up to seated. If you can keep your eyes shut as you shift into a seated position, do. Enjoy the sound of the waves. Bring your hands in your front of your heart in Anjali Mudra. Thanks so much for practicing today. I hope this has got you moving, got your mind active, and got you ready for a fantastic day. Namaste. Well, I really hope it wasn't too noisy and windy in the background. I'm about to go check to see if I even get to share this class with you. But fingers crossed, it all has gone according to plan, and we've got a great morning practice in. Thanks for practicing with me. If you'd like to do another class with me, maybe on another day, just click there, and there is a class of mine you can add to your watch later list. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please just take a second, click on my picture over there, and you're done. Subscribed. Got any questions? Stick it in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Thanks, OMies.